Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have another Ramadan recipe, and today we were going to be making kava copycat bowls. So we have harissa chicken here, we have some saffron rice, pita bread, pickled onions that were homemade as well, and a cucumber tomato feta salad, and drizzled with the Taziki cucumber sauce. So this is so good, you guys. I'm so excited to try this out. We're going to start off by pickling our red onion. So I'm going to take one whole onion and slice that up very thinly. You want to make sure you have a container large enough for this sliced onion. Once you slice that up, we're going to add it to a container or a jar, up to you. And just chop up, just a rough chop of some garlic, about 2 cloves. We're going to add in a tablespoon of salt, some whole black pepper, and a little bit of vinegar. If you'd like to use sugar in this, you can add sugar. I ended up using some orange juice to replace the sugar and added plenty of lemons here. You can throw in a bay leaf or 2 and close that up with a lid. Want to shake it up as well. Make sure it's fully submerged in that liquid. Pickling onions is very simple. Just leave it in the fridge for at least an hour and it will be ready by the time your cooking is done. Next, we're going to start on our chicken thighs. I cubed these up already, adding them to a bowl. And I always like to marinate or wash my chicken with some lemon juice and salt. So that is what I'm doing here first. I promise you guys it makes your chicken taste 10 times better, so make sure you do this step. I set that aside for at least 10-15 minutes, and then you can rinse that out and add in some olive oil. We're also going to add in our parsley and cilantro, some fresh crushed garlic, and of course our harissa. After all, this is harissa chicken. For the seasoning, we're adding in coriander, paprika, cumin, some black pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and I added in some salt as well. You're going to give that a good mix. And once the chicken is fully coated, we're going to wrap this up with some plastic wrap and stick it in the fridge to marinate while I am making the other components of this dish. For the rice, I'm taking basmati rice, and you want to make sure you rinse and wash your rice multiple times until the water turns clear. So this is my first round of washing the rice. I do it about 3 to 4 times depending on the rice. And my personal favorite way to make rice is to fry the rice in some oil. So I took my washed rice, adding it to a pot. You can add in the oil first or mix it in there like I did. Give that a good mix. And now I'm taking my saffron threads. You can honestly use just a few. I was a little generous here. Add in some hot water and mix that up, and we can set that aside. I like to add some chicken bouillon as well into my rice for some extra flavor. You're going to pour in that saffron. Now if you do not have saffron, because I know it's an expensive ingredient here, you can add in turmeric to achieve that saffron color for your rice. Add in a little bit of salt as well, and I toss in some boiling water. To make sure that you have enough water, I usually measure with a spoon, maybe ½ inch above the rice is where your water level should be. Next, we're going to cook up that chicken. So to a pan, I'm putting some olive oil, tossing in my chicken thighs. Now you can also bake the chicken or grill the chicken as well. So up to you and your personal preference. This is just the easiest way for me. Now, when your chicken is about 3/4 done, you want to add in that honey. Our saffron rice came out perfect. It took about 10 to 12 minutes to cook, and our chicken is looking beautiful. We're going to actually make our tzatziki sauce in the meantime so that we can just assemble everything. I'm taking in some yogurt. This is a Bulgarian yogurt. It's one of my favorites. For the tzatziki, we're going to grate a cucumber. This is just a mini Persian cucumber. I used about 3/4 of this cucumber. You can use the leftover for your cucumber salad, up to you. Then I'm adding in some grated garlic as well. Adding the juice of 1 lemon for some acidity, and then just adding in some salt and pepper, a little bit of chopped parsley for some fresh herbs, and a pinch of dried mint at the end. Give that a good mix, and this is what we're going to be drizzling on top of our chicken bowls. Now it's time to assemble. We're going to take our saffron rice. We're going to add in our honey harissa chicken. I did make a cucumber and tomato feta salad on the side, which was very simple. Just take up some diced tomatoes and cucumbers, mix it up with some feta cheese. You could add some salt and pepper to this. It's not really necessary, but you can. I'm going to add that in here. Going to bring my pickled onions that we made earlier in the video, and look at that, they're already pickled. If you leave them a little bit longer, they would be even more perfect. Topping it off with some feta cheese, we're going to add in our Taziki sauce that we made as well, and just some pita bread. You can warm up the pita bread, you can grill it, up to you. And that's it, you guys. It was such an easy dish with multiple components. As long as you prepped the ingredients, this should be super simple. And that's it, you guys. Our kava balls are done. This honey harissa chicken is so good. You can really make this in different ways. It doesn't need to be necessarily like a bowl style. You can even grill it or air fry it. So I'm definitely gonna try the air fried version next time. But you guys, this is a simple recipe. You can obviously alter whatever you'd like with this recipe. I definitely made these pickled onions from scratch, which I've honestly never done, but you can totally buy those pre-made. The pita bread obviously as well. Cucumbers, tomatoes very quickly, and you can even buy pre-made tzatziki sauce, but I wanted to make it myself. It's actually very simple, and you guys have just saw it as well. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. As always, you guys, psha, and look out for the next Ramadan recipe. That was good. This chicken is so amazing.